What's up, y'all? I'm back, and apparently, a few of you guys wanted to know my thoughts on Ben Roethlisberger's elbow injury. So, what's going on? He's injured. He's out for the season. How are you guys going to handle this? Can Mason Rudolph step up? Are the Steelers done? Is Big Ben going to retire? You think he'll be back next year? What's going on? All right. So, people know that I am a diehard Steelers fan. Okay, which means with me being a diehard Steelers fan, I can also be 110% honest. People want to know, well, should we be optimistic? Should we look at the bright side? Should we say, okay, we took these two L's and we can only go up from here? Or should we go into complete freaking panic mode and be like, oh man, we're screwed. This is it. We're done. We should just tank and we can get a first round pick in the NFL draft next year, and maybe we can have a better season next year. We should already start prepping for the 2020 season. Now, like I said, I'm a diehard Steelers fan, which means I can also be honest with you guys. I don't think that we're done quite yet, but we're kind of knocking on the door of us being kind of done. And I've taken to social media myself about this. First off, with Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, and other people saying, and Steelers fans and sports fans like saying, the Steelers don't need Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. They were a distraction. They were a locker room cancer. We're better off without them. Well, do you still feel the same way with, among the other problems that we have, like we have a trashy secondary, Big Ben is out, Mike Thomas' question is coach, Mike Thomas' coaching is questionable right now, and we're out, Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. All these things plaguing the Steelers camp, and you still think that we have a chance at the playoffs? I don't think so. But I mean, I will go ahead and say this: Mason Rudolph, he did his thing. He really did do his thing. He held down the fort. But the thing is, here's my only concern: is can he do that for 14 more games? That's the biggest concern. Oh yeah, we need to get Dante Moncrief the hell out of here. That dude, I mean, I don't know what the hell, like. Hey, if all things considered, if this football career of his doesn't work out, which it won't, then hey, at least he could be the lead endorsement for Butterfingers, because he can't catch a pass worth a damn. I say we cut him and either get Eli Rogers or Martavis Bryant back. Well, everyone's like, well, Eli Rogers, he's a good athlete, but he's inconsistent. Martavis Bryant, he was a tremendous athlete, and I mean, he might know our system, but he can't stay out of trouble. Oh well. Hopefully Martavis Bryant, he gets, I'd like Martavis Bryant back more than anybody, because, like I said, he knows our schemes. He's familiar with our coaching, and he's a tremendous wide receiver. Probably one of the most underrated that we've seen in the past 5 years or so. And like I said, hopefully he can stay out of trouble if he does get another chance at the league. And besides, Juju, he cannot do it on his own. Juju, he needs a reliable number 2 to take the pressure off him. James Conner, not gonna cut it. I'm sorry, and he can't stay healthy either. I'd say instead of Jalen Samuels, I say we give Benny Snell Jr., the other rookie running back in the draft, a chance. We give him a chance. And another thing, people are saying that we should throw Colin Kaepernick's hat. We should throw his name into the hat. And I'm not objecting to that at all. Even though I think like if the Steelers were to sign him, he should get number 1 instead of number 7. Number 7 belongs to Big Ben. But like people's like, well, I don't know about Colin Kaepernick because he's a distraction also. Okay. So here, all right. Here's the only thing that I have about that. One, we got the balls to sign Michael Vick 4 years ago. So you mean to tell me we can sign Michael Vick with all his past drama and controversy, and we can do that, but you can't sign a guy who took a knee? And I was on shout out to a YouTuber named Urinating Tree. He spoke on this as well about the whole quarterbacks across the league dropping like flies. Drew Brees with an injury. Like Ben Roethlisberger, he just went down. Andrew Luck retired. All these quarterbacks are dropping like flies, but yet Colin Kaepernick can't get a single phone call. That's ridiculous to me. And I said this on social media. You guys want to know what I said in regards to Colin Kaepernick not being able to get a job? Like I said, we took a risk and took a chance on Michael Vick a couple years ago. Michael Vick was in his 4-game start with us, he was 3-1 before he went down with Landry Jones, and we didn't trust Landry Jones worth a damn. But yeah, do you want to know what the difference is between Michael Vick and Colin Kaepernick is? 3, 2, 1. Michael Vick actually did something wrong. Colin Kaepernick didn't. But yeah, that's the thing. Michael Vick actually did something worth being blackballed for. That's the point. So I say, why not? The thing is, people are like, well, in Mason Rudolph we trust. Me personally, I think getting rid of Josh Dobbs is a mistake. I think Josh Dobbs should have he should have started over Mason Rudolph. But hey, I don't work at the Steelers front office. I'm not the head coach. I'm not an offensive coordinator. I'm just a fan. I've been a fan for 2 decades now. But yeah, something really does have to give, and it doesn't matter how many points we score. If unless we want to play that kind of game, like it does start with our defense first. They can't win. Teams cannot beat us if they can't score. But yet our secondary has been getting torched all season long and has been for the past, season and a half, 2 seasons. I don't know what the hell's going on with Artie Burns. Artie Burns was freaking electric his rookie year. Then all of a sudden, he took a nosedive. And our secondary ain't nowhere near as good as when we had Ike Taylor, Troy Polamalu, and Ryan Clark, and Mike Mitchell when he was in his prime. Our secondary is nowhere near as good as it was back then. But there's a few problems on the Steelers that need to be fixed. And the thing is, can they be fixed in 1 season? I'm gonna say no. All the problems that's going on with the Steelers, it cannot be fixed in just one night. Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. But here's the thing, with Big Ben going out, that's a huge blow to us. Like that's not just a huge blow; it is a fatal blow to the Steelers. But there have been backup quarterbacks who stepped up before. Is Mason Rudolph the next in line? We'll see. Time can only tell. But just my final thoughts. Get well soon, Big Ben. Like maybe you will be back next year. He made a statement saying that he'll be back better than ever. But his contract is only until 2021. But some say that he might retire before then. But we're gonna see. Get well soon. Good luck, Steelers, and we'll see. We'll see what the Steelers do next week against the San Francisco 49ers. Anyway, I'm out, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.